What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Jad here from Puma, Plow, playing some more Farming Simulator 22. We're back at Alma, Missouri. Let's get to it. Hello.
Hello.
I was like, did I give you guys talk far? Wait, hang on. Did I? I did. Yeah. What's popping? Dan and left. What's going on?
All the work I just done fueling up tractors.
What?
The server rolled back to like when you first came in.
Oh, did it? Oh, I didn't save before I left. Oh, that's my bad. I
That's
didn't know
all
anything had happened.
I literally had just put these hay bales in the feed mixer and fueled up like 3 tractors.
Well, you get to do it again.
Oh yeah.
You tried your best to keep up. I got you, Trent. It's all good, man. Better farming today. Hey, there's nothing wrong with the other farming there, Big Al. The other farming is very fun, okay?
It is so much fun.
It's stupid fun, isn't it? Do we need a hay? Speaking of hay bales, do we need hay? I know we still have a bunch of alfalfa in here. I don't know that we actually need hay, do we?
No, because I mean you did it the other day.
Yeah, so there's 2.1 million hay in that mixer right now.
And then you have a whole bunker full.
Yeah, so I would say no to the hay.
We could mow and bale wrap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sell for profit.
Yeah. I left.
Oh, sorry. I thought somebody mentioned belling in here.
So for the record, you guys know I have cameras where I can see the world. The one that was facing the northern lights last night kind of looks a little weird today. Like it may have taken a little damage or something. Like the sky is kind of red in that one, and then in my other camera the sky is like perfectly blue and clear. Like the greens, like the grasses don't look the same. Like everything's kind of off on that camera today. So, oh, kind of weird. We need to spray. Need to spray a field. I used to play Farmville. I gotcha, Big Al. I gotcha. It's just a fun little game, and it's just, I don't know, it's entertaining. It's entertaining, I don't know. I think just the leveling up everything is kind of, it's fun. Oh, hello. Hi, how's it going?
Hi, hi, howdy.
I'm here often, or?
Well, you know, every now and again.
A couple times a week, right?
You know, I love this 8410.
It's such a good tractor.
And it looks so good, too.
That'll probably be a forever mod. So, yeah.
Let me get the other set in here as well. Let's try them out.
Yeah. Big Al, you were disappointed we weren't able to see the lights being replaced last night. Did you try taking a photo of the sky to the north? Because I couldn't really see them with my naked eye, but if I took a picture in like low light mode, which my phone did automatically, it kind of popped off a little bit. So apparently I heard something about it's supposed to happen again tonight. I don't know if it's supposed to be like as intense or as big of an area, or we have a 45 line now. We saved that.
Probably must have been in here.
Yeah. But yeah, you might want to try taking a picture with a phone and just see if it sees anything, because like I said, I could barely see them last night. So yeah.
So apparently I went outside a handful of times last night, even at like 1 a.m. before I went to bed.
Okay.
And I tried the low light mode as well, like you were saying, but I couldn't see anything. But then this morning on my the neighborhood page, for where I live, there was a couple of people that had posted pictures.
So it kind of comes and goes too. It's not just like, oh, somebody turned the light on and it's on. It's like minute to minute almost in a way. Like,
I mean, isn't that how it works? You just turn the light on and it's on?
No. No. But it's like a living, breathing thing. Like, it comes and goes. Yeah. Like, last night I was watching it through my one camera, which I do have a time lapse. I haven't seen it yet because it was going to take for absolutely ever to download from the camera to my phone today. Because the time lapse might be a gig. And, you know, anyway, but like I could watch it kind of like go across the camera, if that makes sense. Like, it was cool. So, yeah. Sanchez, you were able to see him. So if you lived in an area where they were more intense, you were able to see them with like just your eyes. But in St. Louis, at least when I was able to go outside and look at it, it wasn't ever like super intense. You could tell that something wasn't right. You know, you could just look up in the sky and say, okay, something's different. But you couldn't, it wasn't like the pictures that you see in Discord or whatever. Yeah, as far as like awesome. Being as vivid and stuff. It just wasn't quite like that. But it was still, it was interesting. Now, the more time you spent outside, of course, the more you could see because your eyes adjusted to less light. The problem is I have a street light that I can see when I'm in my backyard from the other street that's super bright. It's an LED one. So that didn't help. But after like a couple minutes, you could kind of, it would help, you know. I was thinking about taking like a camping chair and just popping it out in the backyard and like going out there and closing my eyes for like 10 minutes, you know, and then, which I'd probably fall asleep. So, probably not a good idea. Man found asleep in his backyard after viewing Northern Lights. I can see it now, you know. Twitch streamer found asleep in his backyard. I can see it. I can see it now. Yeah, Big Al, I gotcha. And like, yeah, if I were to go like to the farm, that would help, you know. Because from the farm to the north is not as bright as where I live to the north, so yeah, it would definitely help. But it was cool, man. And I know I didn't get near like the pictures that some people did or most people did. But it was still neat, and it was something. It was cool. It was really cool. But it sounds like it might be happening more because the sun is very angry right now. So you never know. It could happen. Could be happening a lot more.
Maybe the sun just needs a hug.
It needs something. They actually said if you have your eclipse glasses still, if you put those on and you looked at the sun, which, like I said, you got to have the eclipse glasses. You could actually see the sunspots because apparently 2 of them have merged, and it's so like it's such a big thing on the surface of the sun that you can just see it with like the eclipse glasses on. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. So yeah, moved out to the edge of nowhere, Kansas. Nice. I mean, people were seeing them in Texas and Florida and Mexico, and like it was insane how far south you were able to see them, apparently, if you lived out, you know, in the middle of nowhere where there wasn't a lot of light pollution. So it was pretty cool though. It was really, really cool. But like I said, that camera in my backyard just kind of looks weird right now. Like, no, the colors just don't look right on it. Maybe I need to like reboot it or something. It's just kind of strange. But that's all right. It's all good. All right, so I think all we have to do is this one field, right? I don't have to spray anything else. We still need to cut trees down up north. I have been playing too much Farm Together and have not been working on this map.
It shows.
It does show, right? Well, I planted all this corn. I did that. Yeah. Well, Big Al, you might, you know, have to go for a drive. Get out of the city a little bit. I know it was ever, like Black Hat was even saying like he was going to go for a drive last night after stream. to get away from some lights. You know, the view from atop the arch was pretty good last night, Big Al. You know, that's where I went to see him. Yeah. My backyard, top of the arch, same thing, you know. Yep.
Apparently I missed the notice for the motorcycle rally outside my apartment.
Oh, did you?
Apparently.
Oh.
Must have been an email I didn't get.
Oh, you don't get the emails either, huh?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I don't get the emails. Yeah, my rooftop. Yeah, exactly. There's a nice patio up there. You know, communal barbecue. Just, you know, if anybody wants to go up there and, you know, one of those like you find at a park. Yeah. Just bolted right to the top of the arch. Yeah. Most definitely. I don't live at the arch, for the record. It's a joke, okay? If I did live at the arch, I would invest in body armor because it's not safe there. Just saying. Not safe at all. That's all right. Oh, that's true, Big Al. I could say that, yeah. I just work at the arch. I could be a tour guide. I'm good at talking about nothing for a while. I like giving tours of the farm when we get new people that come to the farm. I always give them the tour. The best is making people get inside of a grain bin. I don't know why, it just cracks me up every time. Yeah, you got to see inside this grain bin. It's really cool. It's not cool inside of a grain bin. Usually it's really, really hot, actually. But I make people do it all the time whenever there's somebody new. Oh, you ever been in a grain bin? No. Well, let's go. Every single time. It's funny. It's really funny. But I have a set of stairs, so it's not like hard to climb into a grain bin. Because if you ever had to climb into a grain bin, it kind of sucks sometimes. But with the set of stairs that we have, it's no big deal. Because that's the grain bin we keep all the Christmas lights in. And all the stiffeners are out of the door, too, so it's even easier to get in. Just walk right through it. Just don't hit your head, because it's not a super tall door. But other than that, piece of cake. Piece of cake. So Dan and Left, we count down the hours till we go play farm together?
I may have started my own map last night. You'll never guess what I named it.
Dan's farm?
No. Toes. Hyphenated and all.
Alright, I'm not surprised. You're right. Now, we are going to farm sim all day today. We'll be here till 10 o'clock tonight, and then probably at 10:01 we're going to switch to farm together. Off stream. Wait, did I say that? No, I don't know. I'll probably end up playing some before I go to bed tonight. I do need to work on Captain. I'm trying to work on Captain at least a little bit, like every day.
So what you do, you put Captain in one screen.
Yeah.
Then you put Farm together in the other, and you just sit there and watch Captain.
Well,
playing Farm together.
Yeah, I kind of can do that because what I can do is open OBS on the gaming PC, and then capture Captain in OBS, and use OBS as like a preview, right? So I can see it because it's all on the same screen. So, but I can use OBS as a preview, and just have it running up on the other screen, and then because I don't do the Steam account across 2 PCs anymore. I don't do that. Not good for your saves most of the time. But anyway, I can totally do that. So I don't have to tab into Captain very often, you know. Just when there's like, you know, catastrophic failure.
You'll be fine. You'll buff.
Nuclear meltdown. You know, something happy like that, right? No, my map is very stable right now. The big concern I have right now on my map is like running out of an ore or running out of a place to dump rock. Those are like the 2 big issues on my map right now. Like, my people are healthy, my people are well fed. I'm making plenty of fuel.
What about the pets?
I don't have any pets. I have chickens. So they keep dying because I'm out of food for them, but they'll buff. I am processing gold. Yes, Big Al. I am. I went up north to the island. The way I have my camera always oriented in there, I went north and have an excavator working on that. I'm actually stockpiling gold for a secret project in my captain map. Like process gold. So I've been stockpiling that for a while now. I do think I need to turn on the unlimited resources for like the offshore stuff. Because I'm running out of like oil and what's the other one? Mostly oil. Sulfur too a little bit. So. No way, Trent. That sucks. That sucks, having the stiffeners in the grain bin door when you would, yeah, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Not fun.
Jessica_TS just resubscribed for 30 months.
Yo, Jessica, they said that 30-month resub. How's it going? Welcome, and what's popping? Big Al, I'm not down to the crater yet. That's why I'm trying to run captain as much as I am right now off stream, because all I'm really doing is excavating. I'm trying to get to the crater still. Yeah. Progress has been very slow because that coal mine's kind of in the way of where I want to dig, and there's just a lot of material in the way. So I have increased my ore sorting abilities a little bit, so that's helping. But it's just a lot of material. 2.5 years, noise. Yes, Jessica's been around for a little bit. Jessica's awesome. Hope everything's going well there, Jessica. Hopefully y'all get to plant because like it's too wet here. Right now, Big Al, I've been mining flat with the copper. I haven't had to go down yet. If that makes sense. Not yet. I don't know if I'm going to in that spot. I might go mine copper somewhere else. Planting's done, Jessica? Wow. It's been raining here like every couple days, and it's just, it might be like by Monday here finally. Monday or Tuesday. Not sure. It's been so wet here though. You're painting your kitchen? That sounds fun. My parents went on a work trip for Dad kind of years ago, and we got the brilliant idea to paint my. What did we do? We painted my kitchen, bathroom, and hallway while they were out of town as a surprise. As a surprise. Oh, you got planting before it started raining. Nice. They came home early, by the way, from that trip. And we were using their room as the storage room for like the whole house. We like emptied the kitchen into their room. So like there might have been kitchen chairs like on their bed. They were not happy when they came home.
Can't imagine why.
It was really bad. It was bad. Jeff, what's up? Oh, hard on the knees. Yeah. What are we going to plant? I don't know that we're planting anything right now. I think we're kind of done planting on this map. Yeah, we're done. So we have corn in a couple fields, and we have, what is that, wheat? We have wheat. Lots of wheat. We need straw. Lots of straw. So that's kind of what we have going on here today on the farm. So yeah. Big on surprises. First, okay, none of this was my idea, for the record. The whole, like, fixing up the house a little bit while they were away. You know, that was not my idea. We all worked our butts off, and we weren't quite done. And they came home early. Mom was all about it. Mom was cool with it. Dad was furious. He was so angry at all of us for, like, a while. And it's not that we like did stuff. It's that mostly that we weren't done, and that like they came home to an absolute like mess because, like I said, the house was all ripped apart. And like, yeah. Oh, he was not happy. Yeah. Yeah, he was not happy because like we emptied kitchen cabinets and had like, you know, all the kitchen cabinet stuff like shoved into mom and dad's room because, well, they're not here. We don't need to pile stuff in their room. It was so bad. It was so bad. But we got it finished up and cleaned the room out that same day, and it was fine. And we're still here to talk about it, right? Or something. Yeah, I'm not really a big surprise. I mean, I do like, well, I don't know. I like being on the surprise end, like the one planning the surprise, not the one receiving the surprise. I don't like that. Yeah. Yep, what your house looks like now. Yeah, exactly. When everything's just torn apart, yeah. Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. But the end result, you know, it turned out all right. What about planting yellow cucumbers? Hey, Trent, wrong game, dog. They're expensive, by the way, and don't give you, like, any money back. Just for the record. In Farm Together, that is. Yeah. Yeah, they were, we went through. Dan, how much money did we have last night? I think I saw, like, 700,000 or 800,000, didn't I?
Yeah, it was like 700,000 or 800,000, and then we spent it all planting everything else.
Yep. Yeah, so... It went broke. It was great.
And then John so rudely booted us out of the game.
No, did you? You didn't see what I did, did you?
No.
We ran out of money, right? So I just stood there, and then I typed in the in-game chat RIP, and then I closed the server.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
RIP, close the server. But yeah. Oh, it's a little project in Captain of Industry, Jessica. I just don't want anybody to copy me. I want to be original. So the other thing about keeping secrets is if I have a secret, like we're working on a project at the farm that nobody knows about, right? That's all I've said. But if that project doesn't happen, then nobody like got their hopes up that they were going to see a video or see, you know, anything. So if I just say like, yeah, they're secrets, well, you guys never know what the secrets, you guys don't get your hopes up. You know what I mean?
We don't get our hopes up regardless because
yeah. But you know, like in this project at the farm might take us a while because we're doing some fabric cobbling, you know. So it might take us a while. We haven't actually, we acquired part of the project, but we need to acquire like a couple more pieces. So, you know, in due time, I might have to miss more time on a Saturday coming up. I probably should have missed some time today to go to maybe acquire some more pieces of the project, but Father did not want to do that today, and I'm okay with it because it's kind of hot outside actually, and we would have been outside. And last Saturday when we went to a thing, it was miserable. I got sunburnt and everything, and it was not okay. It was not okay. We ran out of beverages, and like it was bad. But we learned our lesson. We're taking a cooler next time, so okay. They do sell beverages, but what fun is that? All right, I'm done spraying over here in the big field. I don't know what other things we have to do besides fast time, right?
Yeah.
Fast time till this wheat's ready, probably.
I got the trucks back up and running, selling milk and feeding cows.
Okay. Okay.
Delivering slurry and manure.
Slurry and manure.
But they're all back full again, so.
I was gonna say, it should all been full.
Oh, it went down a little bit. I put them back on track, and yeah, they're ready to keep going now.
All good. park this bad boy right there. Looks great. Not quite how Tom had it parked. Where did you guys spawn into this map today, by the way?
At the house.
I spawned at the bus that I parked out back for left. It made me laugh.
I spawned there once, but both times when I spawned in today, I spawned at the house.
Nice. Ooh. Replacing a rear main seal. Jessica, that sounds like fun. Sounds like a good project. Yeah, yeah. Sounds like a great time, actually. If it wasn't, you know, all the electronics on stuff today, that's what makes stuff hard to work on. It's
Did
not.
you ever get a Forest Harvester?
No. Oh,
no, look.
Hold on. Hold the phone. That's the modded one too. That's the one that holds the extra stuff. By the way, I think we need to pull the trigger on this because we have been chopping and yeah. But Chad, I have something to come clean about that I forgot about, and you guys may not even know this yet. Dan and left. I bought something on here the other day when I was fast time in the map.
Oh no, I was here.
Okay. Something has been acquired that I didn't tell you guys about. Well, first off, we bought an Oxbow that was on sale, the merger. But there was a John Deere X9 1100 on sale for like 47% off or something. So
is that the modded one or is that the in-game?
This is the in-game one. It does not, we don't have any headers for it yet. But it was on a super deal, so we had to buy it. I had to. It was a steal, literally. Speaking of that, we should probably buy some headers for it, or we need to fast time another day, right? I believe. But yeah, we need to get some headers for it, or at least a grain head, because that's what we're gonna have to do next. So yeah, it was a super good deal. I couldn't pass it up. But yeah, rear main seal. That sounds like fun. I would take that project on. You betcha.
The combine will do for now until the model.
For now. But at least they can pick up the header without tipping over like the STS combines. Because they're a little light. They're great combines, don't get me wrong.
I said, you know. Yeah.
We need to put, we don't have any straw. Never mind. I was like, we need to put straw on. Actually, we do have straw. That's a lie.
Yeah, I just filled them up too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was 2 fast times we just did.
Yep. So that's pretty much nukes anything they had. Alright. Let's go. Go Shredder. I love these trailers, by the way. They're a little tippy. They're kind of awkward, but I like them. I like them. That's a name. Thanks for that follow, appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? All right. What's happening? Adam is going. How are you doing today? Welcome in. But yeah, after working on the Alice B, I'm like, let's go. We ripped that engine completely apart. So, Drew, what's going on, man? How you doing today? Hope you're having a great day. But yeah, I kind of miss having that engine to work on, you know? We have another one to work on, don't worry though.
So for a case of beer, you can probably find you another one.
Drew just woke up. All right, Drew. Well, it was 2 cases of beer left, and it's sitting in the shed at the farm. I just haven't gotten to it yet, you know. Problem is, I need to play some serious shed Tetris. Kind of out of room in the big shed, so need to play some shed Tetris back in the combine shed or over in the old hog shed, something like that. The problem is I don't really want to put, well, I don't know.
GM_Hades just resubscribed for 27 months.
GM, what's going on, man? How you doing today? Thanks for the resub for 27 months. Appreciate it. Do appreciate it. Shed Tetris. Yeah, it is a thing. People laugh at me when I say that. People that like aren't from around the farm and stuff, but people that like are farm, you know, and they know video games a little bit, they get it. Shed Tetris is a thing. It definitely is. Yep. My grandpa was really good at it too. He was like the master of Shed Tetris. I don't know how he parked all his equipment that he had inside of buildings, because there was like hardly anything that ever sat outside. So played Madden. Okay, all right. But yeah, he was really good at Shed Tetris. Hey, there's a building there. Did y'all know that? Found that out.
I figured I'd let you find it, you know, for a while.
You know, sometimes I have to learn on my own, you know. It happens.
And you can lead a horse to water, doesn't mean it will drink.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can definitely, yep. There's a different quote with that too, but I can't say it on stream, so.
We starting on the homestead field first?
I don't care what we do. You can do either one. Because of a hailstorm? Yeah, that can happen. That can definitely happen. Dad has a great story of a windstorm coming through one time, and well, Dad ended up in one shed, Grandpa ended up in a different shed. And because they like parked stuff and it was there, so they couldn't like run back to the house. And that's the shit. That's the storm. I think that was the storm that like ripped off part of the big shed, or I don't know. It did all kinds of damage to the farm back in the day, and they just rode it out in like little sheds that weren't built very strong, but somehow they made it through. They made it through. What? Where am I at? Like in real life or this farm sim map? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. I'm on top of the arch in St. Louis, Missouri. That's where I'm at right now. Obviously. Obviously.
You just going for the northern lights now.
Oh, when that hailstorm hit? I was talking about a storm from like the 70s. My dad told me about it. I wasn't alive then. I'm not that old. No offense to anybody that is. Not me, dog. Not me, dog. What did you say left?
It said you're on top of the arch preparing for the northern lights tonight.
Yeah, I want to be above the... Yeah. I want to be above the, yep, so I can see the northern lights tonight, yep. Got to get a good spot, you know. A little windy up here, though. Man. Imagine the top of the arch is actually incredibly hot. That stainless steel with the sun shining down on it. I would imagine there's some temperature there.
Guaranteed you can cook an egg.
Probably. Wouldn't surprise me anyway. Mom's 41, okay. Alright. Interesting. Alive, okay. Never mind. Next question, please. So how's the weather, chat?
I think I know where he's going.
I'm just gonna smile and nod or something. Golly. What size header are we running on those combines by chance?
45s.
45, okay. So we should probably get the same header for this combine just to keep it all cohesive, right? Yeah.
For now, until we upgrade to the proper panels.
Another header cart too, huh? So those are really cheap. Problem is, I don't think I can pull that with a combine. That modded header cart. I need like a pick 'em up truck or something. Are those painted John Deere green or are they all black? The header carts all black. That's right. Okay.
I know. I'm up here cutting trees.
Oh, are you? Okay.
It's, you know,
somebody has to do it.
Somebody has to do it, so somebody else won't.
Not that I won't. I've just been busy with Farm Together, okay? Gosh.
Let's do it.
I've been very busy with that game.
Listen, I know for a fact it doesn't take every minute of your day.
Oh, every minute of my day I've been playing Farm Together, yeah. Every minute. Yep. You don't know what I do in a day.
Watch TikTok for about 2-3 hours.
TikTok all night long. Maybe. What's this here?
Do you want to see if this is over far enough for 21? Or do you want me to clear another couple of trees?
As long as you're like right at the, yeah, that's all right. I'm looking at you on the map. That's probably enough. If not, then I'll trip them out more sometime when I go up there, you know? Sometime never.
Maybe by the time you get done with the map.
Yeah. Get up there eventually. It'll buff. You know, the server was broken. I couldn't join it, you know.
Right, likely it's so
Dan broke it.
He was in here before Dan, so, you know.
Why do I feel like you're like a disappointed father right now, Left?
And I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
These are the vibes I get from you right now, all right? I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. That's not any better. Just say it. Oh, man. Dan, you having fun cutting wheat?
Tons. Getting kind of full, though.
Yeah, I bet. We can cheat. I did this the other day. We'll do it again today. We'll use auto drive on auger wagons, and then when they get full, we just have to go empty them manually and then send them back out.
Okay.
It's kind of because we don't. I kind of wish we had tippers still, because then like in times like this where we need like, you know, we could still have it. It's fine. Because you betcha I'm gonna use the new combine. Create those wrinkly little STS combines, you know. Throwing X9 in.
You know, for a hot second, I thought about going and stealing it before you got over there.
Not surprised by that at all. Not surprised. Wow. I was speaking of like planting stuff in IRL. Dad was telling me he talked to a farmer, and this farmer knows a guy who claims he has knee-high corn already. And around here, like barely anything got planted before all the rain came. So, Buddy must have planted like the 1st of April or something. I don't know. Because, you know, corn's supposed to be knee-high by the 4th of July, right? Which is not a thing in the Midwest at all, but okay. Yeah, allegedly, Jessica, yeah. And I was like, there's no way. I want to see this field. Tell me where this field is. I want to go see it. I was like, there's no shot. Could always buy a couple. Well, that's true. We could buy some trailers. I told Dad, and I held my arms out as far as I could, and I said, and the fish was this big, and Dad just started laughing. Me3, I got Jessica. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of corn is still in the tote, in the bag, you know, around here. It's been so rainy lately. Hopefully this week that everybody's able to get out and get after it, you know. Well, I think it's supposed to rain again. later in the week. But at least we get a couple days of like decent weather. Let the rivers drain back a little bit, you know. That's a big one as far as I'm concerned. Let them rivers drain. Just a little bit first. Be nice.
Oh yeah, the motorcycle helps start all the obstacles.
Oh.
There's legit like easily 100 motorcycles on that.
Oh wow. Are they like Harleys or are they like sports bikes?
Harleys.
Nice. The sports bikes are the ones I don't like. Why? Because they ride like, you know. They ride like idiots. I mean, the Harley guys can too, don't get me wrong. But, yeah. That's a good one. Put it on the right one, John. That'll help. So, Dan, how'd you set that up?
F1.
Okay. Yep, you did it right. All right. You did it right. Let's.
Once upon a time, I may have set up one of my maps. It was the Stevie Ringwoods, where everything could be run on course play and auto drive.
That's right.
Between tippers and auger wagons and the combine. That was awesome.
Wow.
That's the whole process.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Jessica, we'll catch you later. Good luck with your painting. Good luck. The trim was the worst part. Brush like trim. Oh, forget it. Can't stand doing that. Anyway. Have fun, Jessica. We'll catch you. We can use our mother bin too if we want.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing, is putting it down there just off to the side. That way we can just.
I'll say not as an auger wagon. We can put it on a big tractor and turn it loose. I do kind of like Trent's idea. I mean, we can buy tippers. We could set up auto drive for auger wagons too if we really wanted to. You know, it's not that hard to do that necessarily.
Give you time to catch up to me, and I'm gonna go get this mother bin.
All right. We could always course play the combines too, run parts. That's not as much fun. I mean, parts are fun, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna drive the new combine, the X9 1100. Let's go. It only has 30.3 hours on it. That's actually not that bad. And it came mostly fully repaired, which is awesome. I did not fix it up. Have not. That's okay. Remember, chat, like 4 more weeks? 4 more weeks. 3 more weeks? Technically 3 weeks. We're going to be planting pumpkins IRL. If anybody's in St. Louis and wants to help, let me know. Taking volunteers.
I have to wash my beard for a couple weeks.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna shave my beard before then. But anyway, I almost did it last night, but then I was tired. I was like, no. Maybe tonight the beard will disappear. Maybe I'll be a whole different person on Monday, chat. Like, you know, wouldn't be able to buy alcohol, you know, because I look like I'm 12 if I don't have a beard. Well, I'll still have a beard. It'll be a lot shorter. So, yeah. All right, let's see if we can get this to work. Here, Mr. Man. Actually, you know, I kind of wonder if the auger wagon, will it unload into a grate? Meaning, like, the grain bins at the homestead. Will they unload into those?
I think you would have to set it to where the auger would be on, you know, going the opposite way that they normally go. But yes, they should.
Big Al, we direct seed into the garden. So just literally seeds right into the dirt. Yeah. We used to do the whole start them at home in little pots, and we had a cage in our backyard kind of built to keep the squirrels out of them. And I'd go out there and water them, and we would wait usually till they got their second leaf. And then you'd transplant them, but then you had a lot of transplant shock, and the plants would kind of just stand there for like 10 days before they would start growing. So then we just kind of decided that, yeah, that worked and all, but we decided to change to direct seed. It works out. It works fairly well. And Dad and I really have kind of streamlined the process, if that, you know. It's not a bad process to plant, to be honest, anymore. Mostly I'm joking about the whole volunteer thing, but yeah.
I'll be right back in a few.
All right, all good. But yeah, we're mostly, I'm joking about it, to be honest, but yeah, it's not a bad process to plant. And then, you know, we don't plant the whole garden in one shot either, because we grow, you know, 15 or something, 20 varieties. And so when you grow different varieties, well, they have different maturity dates. So you don't want to plant the, you know, highest maturity date ones, you know, on day one, basically. So it's kind of a whole thing. John, what's going on, man? How you doing today? Popping. So yeah, it's really not bad, the planting process. We have a piece of PVC pipe, a couple pieces of PVC pipe to basically make it's a measuring tool. Basically, it's got pieces of tape on it, and so it has like a handle, so you can drag it along the garden with you. And then Dad usually makes the actual like little furrow for the seeds, but he uses what's called a heart hoe. It's literally a gardening like hoe, but it's in the shape of a heart, and he's able to make just a little scratch where the seed goes, because you don't bury pumpkin seed very deep. So he only, you know, scratches up a little bit every 2 feet, and then usually the next guy comes along. It's really works great with 3 people, but most of the time Dad and I do it just 2 of us. But you have one person that makes basically the little furrows. You have the second person that comes by. Dad calls it the back and seed saver. It's basically a trimmer tube, like the tube from a string trimmer. You know, like a tube, right, that goes down to the head on the trimmer. So it's an aluminum tube basically, and then on top he has like a little wooden handle and a funnel. So you pour your seeds into a tuna can, actually, that's mounted on top there. It's like straight out of Rust. Tuna can to put your seeds in, and then you hold it with the handle, and then your other hand can drop the seeds right into the little spot that Dad made usually. And then the next person comes along and uses a rake, garden rake, just to scratch a little dirt over and just lightly pack it. Basically the row closing system. And then that's it. That's all we do. We do have drip irrigation out on them, but we'll have all that done before we plant. Yeah. And if it's like a dry year, we'll actually water before we plant, and that'll bring up a crop of weeds that we can kill, and then give us some moisture to plant into as well. But usually right after we plant a row, we turn the water on, water that seed in pretty good, and we'll have pumpkins up most of the time in just a couple of days. Like three days, they're cracking through. It doesn't take long. Does not take long at all. So it's not much of a process anymore compared to what it used to be with all the planting, all the transplants. That was a lot of labor. That sucked, to be honest. That was not fun. Not fun at all. But direct seeding it's not bad. And I kind of wish we had like a 1-row corn planter, but we don't have anything like that. If we did, I would totally modify it to plant pumpkins, because it just does it all, you know, mechanically. But it's fine. Not a big deal. The biggest thing that we run into all the time because we're trying to grow so many varieties. You know, you plant 5 seeds and then you got to switch. And then we like to keep, I like to keep some records a little bit. Dad, nobody else in the family wants to keep as many records as I want to about it. But we do at least write on the seed packet, like row 1, plants or seeds, you know, 20 through 25 or 20 through 30 or something. We'll write that on the package. And then whenever we switch varieties, we'll put like a little survey flag out there like you get when you call like dig right or something. And so we'll separate the rows out like that. And usually that's only for like the replanting process. If we have like ones that die early, we'll replant, but we can go pull that same seed. And then once the pumpkins start to like vine out and stuff, usually we'll pull the flags just to get them out of the way. So it's a fair bit, Big Al, but it's fun. It's fun. Actually, they're all here. Dad got all the seed a little while ago. It's all sitting in my living room, actually, in a box. We don't take it to the farm too early because the mice sometimes get out there, get in the shed and do a little chewing, so we usually leave it home as long as possible. But yeah, it's all here. We don't really have too many problems with mice because we well, we treat for that. We'll just say that much. All right, so what's going on here? Why is... All right, something's not right. That dude is set up correctly. Okay. He should be moving. He is moving. Okay. Let's go. Oh, who's that? Is that John? It's John. Welcome in, John. Me and John drive grain cart. That's kind of what we need right now. Oh man. And actually, Big Al, we used to grow, like, I don't want to say more varieties, but we used to grow different ones. Like, we've learned over the years, like the giant pumpkins where the biggest one we've ever had, it's not that big, but you know, you get a 75 to 100 pound pumpkin, the kids love them. Okay, absolutely. The kids that come to the farm love the giant pumpkins. The parents always give us a dirty look. They hate them. They hate taking those giant pumpkins, so we quit growing those. So Games, what's going on? How you doing? So yeah, yeah, what?
You know, you should just surprise them like every like once or 3 years, just like just randomly throw them in there.
That'd be hilarious. That one year we had so many, we literally made like every family take one, and they were not happy.
Well, you wouldn't need a whole bunch. Like,
yeah, just have enough out there to get the kids all wound up, right?
Like 5 or 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
Somebody might take a couple of them home. You never know.
But yeah, so we quit growing those. We quit growing. We used to grow like a big white pumpkin. It was called a polar bear, I think. And they were awesome, but the white pumpkins, if you don't pull them, meaning if you don't harvest them, they will actually turn blue. And then people don't want them. So many pies. No way, Scoot. No way. These outside rounds are killing me, by the way, with this auto drive stuff. Outside rounds, yeah, they always suck. But that's alright. It's fine. We'll make do. Hello, combine unload. Why won't my combine unload?
So, we might in the other 2 tracks just to call them.
I can't get my combine done.
Sounds like a personal problem.
I literally can't get my combine to load. That cover's open, right? On your screen, Dan? Why? Oh, how does that grain cart have soybeans in it, Dan?
I have no idea.
Adam's the observant one today. Let's go, Adam. What is the difference between 19 and 22? One was, it's a little visually a little bit better. Audio, unless you're in homesteads, is a lot better. Newer equipment, that kind of stuff, you know. Elm Creek base game map is absolutely fantastic. There's more productions in 22, or productions in general. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are different. Thanks for the follow. Obels, what's going on? And Scoot, you got to make Costco run. I gotcha. Speaking of Costco, I still have some of those spanakopus. Need to eat those one of these days. I was really concerned why this combine wouldn't unload. This is our new combine too, and I was like, this is not good.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it.
It's got a dang old broken unload auger already. Thanks for the follows, y'all. Welcome. What's going on? Hopefully everybody's having a great day. What's poppin'? What's going on, y'all?
So keep an eye on this wood chips.
Price or
price? Yeah.
Oh, you got a full Trex?
I'm at 64%.
Let's go.
I'm not even done yet.
Wow. You know, I saw something yesterday. Apparently, like the first of the solar waves or whatever hit the Earth around like noon or something Eastern. And they're like, well, you know, you can't see them obviously because it's not dark. But if it was dark, you would have been able to see it. And it got me thinking. I'm like, what if that hit during the eclipse? Could you imagine like the eclipse happens and it gets dark and then like the northern lights you can see? Could you imagine how magical that would be?
If it'll probably never happen.
It probably will never happen, but holy cow, if it did. Just, I'm dead right there on the spot. Wherever I'm at, I'm done. Couldn't imagine. That would be wild. Anyway, that was my random thought of the day. You're welcome, chat. I approve this message. Yep. I'm John from Puma Plow, and I have random thoughts sometimes.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Pretty much, yeah. Scoot, everything is up to date in the Google Drive. So if that's the last folder, then that's where we are at. Yeah, betcha. Everything's in there. I haven't really been adding mods to this one. We've just kind of been rocking with what we have. There also hasn't been like a lot of cool stuff that's come out either. That header cart's cool, but I don't know. Probably for a different map. Trent's over half done with the field he has to do today. Let's go, Trent. GG's.
You know why he's trying to get it done, right?
So he can play farm together. Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, he's sitting there thinking, man, my pumpkins are about to be done.
Right now, he's like, I wish I would have bought a Steam Deck so I could play. And then virtual farm time. You know what? Maybe I should charge up my Steam Deck, and so when I'm mowing at the farm tomorrow, I can, you know, hold that in my hands and then use my wrist to steer the zero turn. Thoughts? I can, like, you know, farm together and, yeah.
Full send.
All right. You're also good from before your aunt started to talk to you. Tell your aunt that you are busy, John. I'm kidding. Tell us that you're busy. Hang out with your aunt. Family time is important. JK. Hush.
Yeah, family time's important, JK.
The spend time with family. That's the important part. Yeah. The boys online can wait, you know. Farm sim can wait, unfortunately. Wait. Yeah, it can wait. You know, it's like that reminds me of the whole like Farmer Nick situation, you know. Everybody loves ragging the Farmer Nick, but if you were in the same situation, you would totally be the same way. At least I would be. I don't know. Pumpkins and eggplants should be done soon. That's true. That's
John, cool. After a stream, you'll have to come check out the map I got in Farm Together. It actually, it's going to require a lot of terraforming eventually, nice. But just you know how like at the house on yours where it's the actual like drop off.
Yeah.
There's this one really cool section that I bought the land for where I'm going to put like the house and I'm going to do it all. Mine's going to be like decorative, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to look cool.
And throw it in Discord. I'll be on my own map, but I'll watch in Discord. At least I'm honest, right? Blank states. Despite the need of a forklift to move, Obelix is great. That's good. Need to complete new chicken strand. Okay. All right. Wow. Just wow. Chat, we don't all, or not all of us, but some of us don't have a problem with the game Farm Together, I swear. Yeah, we don't have a problem. It's okay, chat. Just saying. I won't say this on stream, but I'll tell you guys on TeamSpeak later if you guys remind me. I have made an observation about that game. Something I've noticed streaming that game as much as I have this week. But it's not for a stream. But I'll tell you guys offline. Remind me sometime. It's kind of funny. Kind of funny. Are we harvesting on a 45 for efficiency? Probably should, right? Maybe. Oh, Trent, you have the $3,000 ones? Yeah. Yeah, there's those, and then I think we got some pigs yesterday that were like more expensive than that. It's like they're so expensive. It takes so long to get your money back out of the animals. But whatever. It's fine. Alright, I'm gonna cut a little land over here somewhere. The problems, there's not enough gold coins, right? So we harvested, so after stream last night, after I went out and checked out the lights and ate some dinner, I came back to the computer and I'm like, what do I do? Play Farm Together. So we harvested pretty much everything on the map again. Everything that was ready. I think we had like 700,000 or 800,000 coins. And then promptly planted green peppers, which we finally unlocked green pepper. And like, were they yellow zucchinis, Dan?
Yeah, I think so.
I think they were yellow zucchinis, yellow squash, something like that.
And then we ran out of money.
And we ran out of money so fast. Welcome back. Those, yeah, they were all very expensive. So we ran out of money super fast. But that's okay. Should have planted the whole map in potatoes.
I did that with mine last night, and then I went to bed.
Nice.
Gotcha, I have so many apple trees.
Yeah. Oh, if you buy land and you don't sell trees, you'll end up with so many trees. That Fenton just said, excuse me.
Yeah, it did.
Move. Get out the way. That's what that vent just said. You're gonna have to stop, Dan. I'm not gonna make it. I need to do the old swapsy potato with you if you don't mind.
No problem.
Alright, we'll just do it now. Or wait, no, we need to keep going and get that. Leave that auger wagon behind there. On that, yeah.
I mean, if you just stop, I can snake around you up here.
I'm a snake. That's fine. Good. Crash the paint, it's fine. Totally fine. Yeah, we were. Yeah, it was a whole thing, Trent. So where did the soybeans end up? Did they get taken to the bin?
I put them in the bin.
All right, am I just dumb today, or does John have soybeans?
You pressing J or I?
I was too far. I was too close to him. What's the problem?
And and our helper's trying to get in there.
Yeah,
too. He
we
wants
should
that
probably.
wheat real bad.
John, you could probably just take the Fent and run the big cart, and we don't need, probably don't need 2 carts. If you don't mind. Because, yeah, he's just causing problems, you know? He's just being awkward. Yeah, probably just go down to 1. We don't really, shouldn't need 2. For what we're doing here. Now, if we get the 3rd combine going, then yes, but...
If we are going to use the mother wagon, though, the mother bin, or is he just going to, unless you're running it straight back to the homestead bin?
I don't know. And we don't have any trucks set up, do we?
No, and where the mother bin is, it's because of the ditch.
Yeah.
The truck wouldn't be able to get to it anymore.
Well, yeah. What you would actually have to do is tell the truck to go to the normal spot, and then the grain carts, you need to either make a new spot or just run it manually to the bin.
Yeah.
So, but really for this field, I mean, it's almost better just to run right to the grain bin and be done with it, because it's right there after all. Not a big deal. Either way, I just can't wait to chaff again. We got a chaff today, chat. With the slow baler. Like a 1-person show, honestly. Alright, Big Al, we'll catch you.
What?
GPS there, Dan?
Yeah, it locked up.
Never heard of it.
I enabled.
Alright. Let's see if we get that cart actually get empty. I'm at 12%, not bad. Allegedly will get emptied one of these days. Allegedly. And left still cutting trees. Somebody has to do it, right?
Mm-hmm. Someone's got to make this farm money, because, you know, you just spend it all.
No way. Wait a minute.
Ooh, a dirty piece of equipment on sale.
What's on sale? Alright. Let's get empty. Oh. Dirt's working up great. That's good, Trent. That is good. Thank you, John. That is good, Trent. That's usually the... Actually, you know what? I might be doing some tillage tomorrow at the farm. Last time we field cultivated like a while ago before all this rain, and didn't quite kill everything. Got most of the weeds. We kind of let the garden go a little too long this spring without field cultivating. But yeah, I might be doing some tillage tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know. Ideally, we'd let it dry, but we'll see about that. We will see. What? The Hannah Montana. Who is this? I think I got an accidental text. We got a text.
We just got a message.
Oh, dude. I just... No. No. Should I should respond to this person, right?
Depending on what it says.
Oh, this dude's asking the chick out on a date.
Oh.
He's like, how about going to get Italian food again tonight?
Nah, John, that's how they get you.
Oh.
You should ask him if it was at Olive Garden. So.
Be there at 7.
Or you can eat breadsticks.
Exclamation point, headphones. I think, Scoot. It's the Artis Pro wireless from SteelSeries. More rain Monday. Should I just reply with a blushy face emote? Yeah. How about delivery? What's the, Sean, what's the one for the, is it headset? Maybe it's headset. There you go. Thank you, Sean. Because when you're here, your family. I respond, what should I wear? Guys, I could be so mean, but I don't want to be mean. When did he send this? He sent this at 1. Oh, he just sent this. Okay. Why would you text how do you text the wrong number?
What if she got the wrong number intentionally for a reason?
Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh. I didn't. Oh, I want to see where this area code is. I don't actually know. I'm not going to say it on stream, but well, I'll tell you guys where it's from. But yeah. Oh, I didn't think about that. Maybe, yeah, maybe it wasn't a good time. She didn't have fun, so she gave him the wrong number. Oh, snap. Could you imagine? Yeah, we're in some like Tinder drama right now.
No, I forgot to put a pizza.
Do what? Okay. All right.
Pizza oven.
Oh. Was that him yelling he'd be back from across the room?
Yeah, that was actually, you know.
All right, 10-4. Sorry, I'm trying to look this number up, or at least like a area. I'm interested to know where they're from. All right, thank you. What's your first thought?
Sorry, my husband came back in town. I can't make it.
I already asked my boyfriend to grab food on the way home. Could you imagine I reply with that? Send him a face. I should just, can I just send him a voice memo? What time? Just talk like Batman. What restaurant? Two stops, new headset, Costco, be on later. All right, Scoot, sounds like a day. Sounds like a day. Where's she?
I'm coming here. I'm coming down your side, John.
Send me the address.
No, you gotta FaceTime and be like,
so, how you doing? You like what I've done with my beard? Well, I'm assuming he says a girl's name. So he's like, hey, girl's name. So I'm assuming, you know.
Was it Jessica?
No. You know, okay, so why is that?
No, I get the random like, hey, you know, is this house still available from my hometown?
I gotcha.
And it's a house that none of my family has ever owned or lived in.
I gotcha, okay.
And then from time to time it'll be like, hey Jessica, had a great time the other night. But it's different number every time.
I gotcha.
Like every 2 or 3 months I get one of those.
Oh wow. Oh. Okay, so apparently Buddy's in Texas, by the way. Buddy's in Texas. In Houston. So, Chad, I guess I have a date in Houston, Texas tonight. I guess I better get ready. James, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Definitely it's Olive Garden.
I kind of want to respond, but I kind of don't. It was 10 minutes ago, and I'm left them on open, you know, on red.
Oh, now you gotta respond.
Should I just like respond via like emojis only? Like I'm telling you, the blushy face one, right? Or should I really kind of do feel like I should send this dude like and be like, yo, this is not who you're looking for.
Yeah, you gotta mess with them.
These are not the joys you are looking for. Sorry.
Oh man, dude, if she like, how do you like the St. Louis area codes and the maybe she's like from St. Louis. Maybe she has like a St. Louis area code, and then she's in Texas. Maybe that's it. Man, I'm just gonna put my phone back down over here. My phone needs its charge. Sorry, my phone was on the charger. Trent. Wow, Trent. Oh, man. Well, I hope he goes to the Italian restaurant tonight. I hope he has another way to get a hold of her, like a Snapchat or something, you know? Because she's not replying through text, clearly. Oh, if I was a mean person, I could have, like, way too much fun with this. I guess I am kind of mean by not replying, but I could reply some, yeah. I should just reply, you in St. Louis? Oh, man. Ask if he has a sister. Guys, I'm not gonna make it. Alright, time to back up. Oh, gosh. Oh, damn, the straw, Dan. Man. The straw.
Yeah, it'll buff.
Have fun. What, Trent, you think it's like a stalker or something that has my number? I doubt it. Never know. I'd change my number in a heartbeat if I had to. It's no big deal. No big deal. I just want to know who Lucy is. Just saying. That's the name that he said. Oh, I just said I wasn't going to say it too. Oh. I want Italian food now, suddenly. I have this urge to get Italian food. That's funny. That's funny right there. I don't care who you are. Just saying. Oh, man. I should just open Twitch chat on my phone. And then everything you guys say without... Just copy paste everything. Let you guys reply. With no usernames, of course. You know. Yeah. That would be funny. Do the old copy paste. Leonard, what's going on? How are you? Oh, Leonard's probably confused. Like, what did I just come into? What is going on?
John's going on a date in Italian.
In Houston. With a dude.
Plot twist.
Plot twist. It's like a friend's date, you know, not like a, you know, I don't do that. Nothing wrong. Not for me, you know.
I mean, we all remember Mod Pizza, John.
You care who I am. Well. So, Leonard, I got a text on my phone from, I'm assuming a dude, I don't know, with a Houston, Texas area code. And they just said, hey, Lucy, maybe that's a code for something, want to go get Italian again tonight. And so we're coming up with like how I should reply, you know.
Lucy, you got some explaining to do.
Yeah. Pizza. Oh, you know what? Yeah. I just ask if we're meeting at the pizza spot. How about that? Yeah. Should I reply with like a Lucio Ball like reference, like something about Vita Vita Vegemin? No. Okay. Lucy. Who knows, man? Kind of funny though. So I don't know if Buddy like had like if she gave him the wrong number, or if he. But how do you just like text the wrong number? You know what I mean? Like say they've been texting, because clearly they've gone out on a date. Because he says Italian food again, you know. So clearly they've been out on at least a date, right? So, oh wait, there's not an again. It's just, how about going to eat Italian food tonight? Question mark. So maybe they haven't been. That's another layer, right? I don't know.
I love how we're deciphering this right now.
I just wonder if he's going to text again. Like, is he how thirsty is this guy? You know, is he double texting? Is he triple texting? Tinder date, gave him the wrong number. I mean, it could be. Could be. You call somebody in Georgia all the time because you hit 6-3. My point, Panther, my question is like, if they've been texting, how do you text the wrong number?
Maybe this is the first text.
You think this is the first? Like maybe it was like a Tinder thing, and he like asked for her number, and that like my number's the one that she gave him. Because I mean, she just go pick random numbers, and you know, you could come up with my number, right? And the plot thickens here, you know? The plot thickens. I should just call him. Call him on speakerphone. Thoughts?
Yes. Yes, full send.
No, I wouldn't do that. Oh, man. I should be like, hey, this is Lucy's friend. She is in the bathroom suffering from explosive diarrhea right now. She can't come to the phone, but she would love to go get Italian with you, assuming things calm down. Pizza, what's poppin'? How you doing? That would be hilarious. Yeah, this is Lucy's boyfriend. What do you want with her? Oh, man. It's too good, chat. This is too good. Since I'm a nice guy. Tell him to check the number. No Lucy here. Yeah. Listen, I'm a dude from St. Louis, but I do like Italian.
Should respond, be like, so what type of Italian food order? What's the restaurant?
We talking Olive Garden or like... Oh, God.
Olive Garden or bust.
How many breadsticks are we going to have, you know? Oh, man. Leonard's response is classic. But I do like Olive Garden. How you doing? I'm probably just not going to respond. Is that bad to say? Is that bad? I don't know. Or just reply, I'm not on Tinder, leave me alone.
I just don't reply because it could also be a phishing attempt to gather all your information.
You never know. Yeah, it could be. Who knows?
I get briefs about that stuff all the time.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Send him one of your comments. 100% block and delete. We'll let it ride for a minute just to see, you know, maybe he's thirsty and text a second time. Although double texting's like a no-no, right? You don't double text, right? You can't triple stamp a double stamp either, but you don't double text, I think, right? Pretty sure.
Some like the double text though, you never know.
Really?
I mean, I've got a small TED talk for the group if you want.
No, like if you're trying to, like, you know, woo the ladies, you don't double text them, right?
No, you don't double text, but for
like the
regarding the text messages and phone calls, a lot of people don't understand this because I've had soldiers that this has happened to. But if your bank ever calls you,
oh yeah, it's not your bank. 100%.
It's not your bank. You hang 100%. Up and then you call your bank back.
Yeah, you call it. Yeah. Dad got a text one night, and it said it was, you know, whatever credit card. There's been fraudulent charges. Text back or whatever, or like call us or something. And it had a number, and I was like, please tell me you did not call that number. And he goes, no, I called the number on the card. And I was like, okay, that number's fine. Don't ever call a number that you get sent via text. Like, don't ever do that. And turns out it was legit. He did have fraudulent charges on his card, and they took care of it. So